I wanted to document just a few things. This is the bed that I have been I had been sleeping on for the past I don't know about 2 years, 2 years now, and um, it's plopped onto anything, glass bottles, boxes, anything like that. It's got a box on the cover over there, and it's yeah, it's uh, it's crooked. It's crooked, and it's been causing a lot of wreckage into the back and the joints and the legs, and it was all that I had to work with. So this is a photo of that. We may take another one here. Well, we're gonna keep this going. However many document photos we can take to record Spaceball 1, and we could probably go through the entire sequence, but this isn't really much of a joke video right now. This is more of a serious video. What I wanted to say about this is that the heat system is it's like, okay, so I've been trying to kind of just reside, really live, but to work and live, you can't have the heat fluxing on you like it's blowing out just this insane heat. And I mean, you can tell because everything around it's just dried up like to all heck. But it was a specific heater system that actually created the problems. Excuse me. It feels like there's a lot of asbestos getting blown out of the cracks there, and so you can tell that it's hard to breathe anywhere near it. Now here you can tell that the floor is the carpet is completely flat and caked down to the concrete that's below it, and that's pretty much all it is just all concrete. So you can see why we need foot pads in order to be able to keep our knees from getting really hurt. And over time it's been doing a number on the knees, causing more and more breakdown in the knee area and in the body. And also it starts to work its way up into your hips. So there's times where my sockets are really ached, and it starts to go into the lower back, and then I have to just totally get off the floor. But that's why there's so many pads all over the place. This was a really handy pad right here. This was like my main platform right here, because I could stand. This gives me enough thickness here to take the cushion of the blow. But that's just all straight, either wood on concrete or just straight concrete, and that's the basement flooring. And it's all like that down here. There's some cement you can see right under the tile right there. That's just straight cement. So that's what's lurking underneath this carpet. And then the old room that we used to broadcast and work in is the same. So you can see that there was a need for a pad here too, in order to keep the chairs. Eventually we started putting the chairs also onto the padding so that the lower back wasn't aching. And here's proof that the lower back has undergone some issues. You can see a butt print there, and a sit print, and underneath that sit print is of course a major seat pad, so that you can protect your back from these chairs that just have one solid pull going right up your spine there. So I mean, pushing against your spine. So that's the ordeal there with the floors. So I just wanted to get a recording of the floors. Book form, there was plenty of fun to be had, but when you really take a good closer look at where those skits were coming from, you realize that it stems from actually kind of a bit of an unfortunate situation. This is an example, a closet that has been neglected and has not been tended to for over a decade to 20 years, and the ones who own these things just, they never cared to remove them and help me with the space or anything, even when I was fully employed and had income. They always used my room and everything for their utility storages. And that's what this became. This became one. Yep. Hey, this one became one big, huge stack. And then, of course, I had my fun with it and everything, but it was pretty much because I had no choice. I had to. It was right there. It was always there. But there's never been any space in a closet to be able to actually use. So there's a lot of neglect. And if you take a good look down at the rest of the place, you can see that there is an extreme amount of neglect that has been taking place here over the last 25 to 30 years. And you can see a lot of interesting proof. For example, this clock. It used to bug me to heck. This clock broke when I was about 12, maybe 9, I don't know, somewhere back there. And I remember when we first got it, it was like, oh, cool, new clock, yeah, awesome, it was really nice. And then the next day, it just stopped. I don't know, maybe they forgot to wind it, I don't know what happened, but it has been neglected and sitting here in a room of webbing and deterioration, spots, a fireplace that's never been used except once by my mother and I, but not by anybody else, and no one else since then. And in fact, they said that they wanted a law, or not a law, but they wanted a rule to never be able to use the fireplace. So there's 2 fireplaces in this building, and none of them have ever been enjoyed or used for family togethers or gatherings or anything. A lot of webs and spider holes all over the place. This has been life. These curtains have never changed. These curtains are, we always find huge bull spiders or wolf spiders walking around, huge ones like this big. I mean, it's like sitting. So it's like all of a sudden you just go, whoa, whoa. I mean, it's just, you never know when we're gonna come across one anytime now. So these curtains have never been changed. This has never been changed. I don't think anybody's ever even touched them since they were put there 35 years ago. It's very, very unfortunate to see. The levels of the amounts of dust in this place are beyond anything of any kind of a rational or reasonable amount. I cleaned this doll up here a little bit, as much as I could, but she was covered just about as much as this thing here, as this little doll's case. And she's been nice and clean because she's inside the case there, nice and safe. But this is what she would be surrounded by if it wasn't encased. This is also a sign of a neglect from basically my parents. They have never wanted to do anything about this. They've never come down to try. They've never come down with any will to do anything. They've just stood by and pretty much ignored everything about life in this house altogether.